Irranca-Davies.
The original Llanharan bypass proposal was a road, or actually a series of roads connected by roundabouts, enabling the phased opening up of a strategic site, connecting new homes and medical facilities and a new school, with the existing community of Old Llanharan along a main spinal route from the western point of the A473 beyond Llanharan, and allowing access egress in the direction of Talbot Green, Llantrisant. However, during the many long years I've been involved in all of them of developing this proposal, changes in policy here in Wales and internationally have reflected major changes in our knowledge and evidence of the effects of road building. People may have different views of this, of course, but the evidence, regardless of views or opinions, is very clear and is rightly changing the way that far-sighted governments respond in policy terms. Here are some of those major changes. The climate crisis. We either believe there is a climate crisis or we do not. I do. All political parties in the Senedd have signed up to this on paper. Indeed, the Welsh Government was the first government in the United Kingdom to declare climate crisis rightly, and was followed in very short order by Scotland and then England. This means that for the sake of our children and our grandchildren, even if not for ourselves, we need to think radically differently about the way we live and we work and we travel and much more. We are also unique amongst the countries of the United Kingdom in having a statutory responsibility to consider not just this generation but future generations. The dead end of relentless road building that we've just heard about. For many generations, we've accepted the conventional wisdom, in quotes, that we can build our way out of traffic congestion. When roads fill, we build another lane, 2 lanes, a bypass, a relief road, and another. And yet the evidence against this is now compelling and unarguable. On the principle and practice of induced demand, we see that when another lane or another bypass is built, the traffic relentlessly expands to fill it. New roads designed primarily for individual vehicle transport as opposed to public transport do not reduce congestion and air pollution, they increase it. Eventually, communities find themselves surrounded by ever-expanding tarmac. Air pollution, the silent killer. Air pollution from increased traffic comes not only from exhaust emissions. The combination of exhaust emissions from combustion engines and particulates impair respiratory health and shorten average lifespans. In short, for the climate, but also for health and longer lives, we need to rethink the relentless growth in individual vehicles and the roads to accommodate this growth. It is killing people and shortening their lives. A better transport policy has many advantages. The evidence has grown internationally that when transport policy is focused on high investment in better public transport, road and rail and tram, and also where short journeys are done by active travel, cycling or walking, etc., then quality of life is improved, health outcomes and mortality are enhanced, communities feel safer, quality of lives for people in those communities are better, and there are added but very logical bonuses, such as the development of local shops and services, the so-called 15-minute neighbourhoods. And there are many more arguments based on clear and compelling arguments which back the Welsh Government's radical, for the UK, but not worldwide, changes in policy on transport and travel. But the roads review is only one part of this. The comprehensive transport policy is set out in Llwybr Newydd, the Wales Transport Strategy 2021. The transformative bus transport proposals in one network, one timetable, one ticket. The ongoing work in the metro proposals for Cardiff City region, South West Wales and for North Wales. The record investment, despite what we just heard, in active travel in Wales too. But, Minister, it is the timing and the funding gap between the realisation of these ambitions for public transport and active travel and modal shift and the announcement of the roads review which is our greatest danger. Mind the gap is something we should be aware of in policy and delivery and funding terms, not only when we board the train. So I've written to you, Minister, already asking for an urgent meeting, along with RCT leader Andrew Morgan and Chris Elmore MP and local members. I believe we can develop a new proposal for the Llanharan site which takes unnecessary traffic and journeys off the local road network, joins up the missing sections, including for active travel and bus routes to Talbot Green and Llantrisant, and creates more livable communities and a better quality of life for local people. But, Minister, this will require your direct help on buses and trains, on demand management, on active travel, on behavioural change, and delivering real improvements right now on the over-congested A473 through the Old Town. Llanharan and Llanharan could be an exemplar town in Wales for better communities and modal shift if you are willing to work with us and directly help us. We cannot do this on our own, So I invite you, Minister, to come out and meet with us in Llanharan, see the challenges we face firsthand, and then help us make the changes we need to make Llanharan better for local residents and businesses and a model community for modal shift and better ways to create well-rounded and healthy and sustainable communities. Diolch yn fawr iawn.